Welcome to Free Live Tarot Readings. I'm Tarot Oracle and I do the readings.
It's 6:30. Time for the Tarot Oracle Show.
What is going on? Crystal, thank you for your donation. Cass W. Andrew, welcome back. Lightning Energy. Love Apples. Moto Reven. Tarot and Such. Sarah, Nakona, and I think that's it. Welcome, everybody. It's good to see you again. We have internet today. What a refreshing surprise. Have internet, be able to stream and do all of that stuff. It's always a good day when we do that. Let's get some cats today. It has been a hot minute since we have used everyone's favorite, the Grimalkin Tarot for this. Get Crystal out there. Sweet Pea, what is going on? Good to see you. How are you doing tonight? We're back. Sunshiny day. What is up indeed? Got everybody here tonight. I mean, it's going to be pretty exciting. Got 15 people and we started 1 minute ago. Midnight, what is going on? Good to see you as well. All right. Got a little bit of general action as we start off the evening. By the way, it is Wednesday, hump day. We got 2 more days until we get another weekend. And man, I'm ready for the weekend. I mean, it's only been a couple of days, I got to say. Only been a couple of days, but exciting days they are indeed. DC, Southern Card Creation. What is going on? You did indeed. All right, Southern Card Creation. I owe you a reading. Southern Card Creation, post your question in chat. Post your question in chat. I want to make sure that you still have the same question. All of that other good stuff, but I do owe you a reading. All right, general for May. Let's see about that. 2 of Cups. May is about connections. I think we've seen this pattern. I think that we have seen this pattern. Julie, thanks for your donation. I appreciate you so much. I think that we have seen this pattern. The 2 of Cups, the Lovers, the 6 of Cups. Okay, the summer is about connections. Like things are opening up. Things are a little bit more vivacious than they have been. You're not locked in the house as much. People are getting out. It's like a different feel. And I think that really that begins in May. It takes a step forward and it begins in May. I don't think that it's going to be sort of the winter storm that you had. I don't think it's going to be a lot of those things. I think you're in for a bit of a change, right? Robin, Amber, Linda, and DC, what is going on? But the 2 of Cups sort of points to it. Now, you remember the 2 of Cups is sort of a light, free, sort of flowing card as far as meeting people, interacting with other people and whatnot. Sarah, thank you for your donation. But that 8 of Cups says it's time to leave some stuff behind. I think we have this sort of this aura of things not going our way. And aura of things just not happening as far as what we wanted, not having the socialization that we need, not having all of that. You got to be willing to give some of that up and put some of the disappointment and put some of that aside and get moving, right? 8 of Cups is about moving. It is about movement. It does have the disappointing thing in there, but it is about moving away from the disappointment. And the 5 of Swords as well, the Lord of Defeat. It is about sort of trying to figure out where we have been defeated, where we are in need, where we are sort of lacking, and just approach that and go for that. That's going to be one of the big things. And the Ace of Swords. It's time to start communicating. It's time to make plans. It's time to do all the things that you need to do in order to sort of get ready for the summer stream. And the summer is just going to be different. A lot of different feels, a lot of different activities, a lot of different just feelings as we move through that space. I think that's one of the really, really critical things for you here, especially, right? Anyway, well, thank you so much for your donation. I appreciate you so much. All right. We had a question from someone asked a question. I said I was going to do it yesterday and then didn't have any internet. It was not Painted Turtle. Unfortunately, I posted a popular video and the popular video has a gazillion replies and now I have to dig through and find this person's question. There you go. Southern Card Creation. When will my wife Laura contact me, or what is she thinking about me right now? We got it. We finally figured it out. All right, let me manually type this in and do SCC. All right. When will my wife Laura contact me? And what are they thinking? Okay. I think that sums it up. When will my life of war contact me and what are they thinking? Let's check it out. Boo Boo, welcome. What is going on? It is good to see you. All right. Let's do a little bit of this action here with the Tarot in Wonderland. That's going to be it. Renee, what is going on? Renee, you have like wild storms over there? I mean, I'm just saying, over here, it is like, we're going to get like 7 inches of rain tonight. I mean, that's a lot of rain. So luckily, I don't have to water my lawn for the next like year. But I mean, that's a lot of rain, I have to say now. Anyway, let's find out what is Laura. When will they contact and what in the world are they thinking? Try to figure this out. Clue it out with everyone's favorite, the Tarot in Wonderland Barbara Moore deck. Everybody loves them. Let's do it. All right. 2 of Swords, kind of in that avoidance mode at the moment. Temperance, we do have the Tower and we do have the Knight of Wands. So there are some things that need to happen before this sort of occurs, right? Maddie, welcome. What is going on? Thank you for your donation as well. Love apples. What's up? 2 of Swords is sort of a blinding to reality. It's like we're in our own world. We have made this situation that's not necessarily true, but it is our own world. It is our own perception and whatnot, right? Star Bright, thank you for your donation. I think that's where you're sort of stuck here. I think that is where you're sort of stuck. Because the 2 of Swords means that they're not really looking at the situation the same as you. I think that you have a good perspective of what the situation is, but they're not pursuing that, or they see it a little bit differently. And I think that was sort of the pattern, right? I think that was sort of the pattern here, as we have 2 different worlds. We're trying to merge them. We're trying to blend them. And I think that worked for a while, but then it sort of fell apart. Then we went through the Tower moment. Then we did not get what we needed from that, right? So I think that the perception of reality is not exactly what their strong suit is, quite frankly, right? Samantha, thank you for your donation. And Rose, what is going on? So the 2 of Swords, we're indeed blinded. We're indeed looking at something that just doesn't exist in some point. And Temperance says that in order for this to work, in order for them to contact you back, things need to change. They need to either see reality or they need to see what they expect or what they want to see. Because I think that the situation now is so off balance and is so sort of off kilter that you're trying to sort of get things and sort of force things rather than let them occur naturally. It does look like a lot of different things are going to need to happen in order for this to actually get back, in order for this to band-aid up, because the Tower has fallen and obviously we need to rebuild that. Knight of Wands says, basically at this point, it is sort of up to you to wait and let them develop in their own style. Let them come back in their own time, right? Sweet Pea, thank you for your donation. But the Knight of Wands says you're just going to have to understand that they are not perceiving things the same as you. And even though you put your logic and reasoning into the situation, that doesn't work. It doesn't work for this person. Again, different styles, different communication, and you just wait for them to contact you back. When will they contact you? Once they sort of get a better handle on reality. It may take a while. You may be looking at months before the thing. What are they thinking? I kind of already explained it and pretty much, sort of summed it up as that goes. Anyway, thank you for your donation. Sorry for that delay. I know that we had a big delay there and whatnot. Yeah, I apologize for that. But yeah, we didn't have internet last night. With a woman at work that's bullying me. That's no good. They don't need to be doing that. Nobody, and I mean nobody, likes a bully. Nobody likes a bully. I mean, but I'm just saying, if you have a bully at work, I would use the Bumbleberry Hollows deck to read for that. Because, you need to get rid of these bullies. Why do people bully? Is that a thing? Wasn't bullying a thing like back in the 70s or something? Is that still a thing? Maddie, thank you for your other donation. I appreciate that. But I mean, is bullying still a thing? It doesn't seem like it. It seems like that should just go away just naturally, just sort of occurs, sort of in its own area, I don't know. There's that. The Tower. Okay, we're going to have a Tower in every reading tonight. Are you serious? Are you being serious right now? I mean, okay, we can party with that. I can do that. I can do that. I'm not opposed. I'm not saying the tower's bad. I can do that. Julie, you're getting bullied. The tower said it ain't gonna last. It is not gonna last. So you're getting moved. Somebody's getting hauled up. Somebody's getting shoved into a different place. Look at this. This is the most beautiful reading that will ever exist for your question. I'm telling you now, Emma, thank you for your donation. The tower, right? Things can't be like they are, Julie. They can't be like they currently are. You can't have this. You need to get a control on this. And I think that's what happens. The tower falls. The situation cannot stand. The situation cannot be the way that is currently at. And the Fool says they indeed move. Not only is the Fool movement card, but it has another damn movement card right beside it. Right beside it. The Eight of Wands, the Fool, they're moving out. They're moving out. I don't think it's voluntarily either. You know what I mean? Claire, I thank you for your donation. The Fool says they're being booted. A lot of the definition of the Fool, if you go back to the TDM, all right, and you look at the Fool is being chased out of town by a dog because they are indeed the Fool. They're being chased. I don't think it is voluntary. I think that they just get shoved out. Nikki, thanks for your donation. But yeah, you know, that Eight of Wands, they end up got to move their ass. King of Cups. Ooh, look at that comfort you got now. Julie, look at that comfort that you have in this situation. This is what you need. That is what you need to be relaxed, enjoying a margarita, enjoying a little bit of a blue margarita on the beach, because that's how you are going to feel when they get booted, and they will get booted. Entertainment purposes only. What is it contacting me? What is coming for me in career in May? Sarah, let's get you some money. Let's get you some money. May is all about money. May is all about money for you. I'm telling you now. If you had money, you need to buy this deck of cards right here, because this is the Tarot of the Divine, and that is what it just rocks. Robin, what is going on? Everybody's here tonight. It is rocking tonight. It is out of control. I mean, we had control over this stream, I would say about 2 minutes after it started. After that, it's out of control. I don't know what is going to happen on this particular stream. It is Wednesday. I am excited for the weekend. I need a lot of weekend. Let's get it done. What is coming? Career. We need money. And I think the Ten of Swords. Oh my. Oh my. The Ten of Swords, the Three of Swords, King of Coins, and the Ten of Coins. We do have the money. You do have the money as far as that goes. Okay. Now, May is sort of setting you up for, I think, a better situation. Right now, you have a decent situation, but you got a couple of sort of dings in the armor, right? A couple of dings in the armor as you go. And it's sort of indicated by the Ten of Swords. I think that you're sort of being assailed, maybe from multiple locations. I'm just saying. Maria, thank you for your donation. I think you're being assailed from a couple of different locations. And when I say that, I'm talking, Nikona, thank you for your donation. I'm talking about that either you have somebody working against you, or you have projects that can't be completed. You have things that just don't work. You have things that just don't work. Maybe you're searching for that particular job and you just can't seem to find it. Or you just can't seem to get it. And it doesn't seem to work out. Don't seem to blend well. Three of Swords, so some of that is going to be altered, right? Going from a 10 into a 3. Boo-boo, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. The 10 into the 3. In other words, less things assaulting you, less things coming in, less things bothering you. And that's kind of what you need. Okay, Sarah, if you're given your space, if you're given the right opportunity, you're going to just charge forward full speed. That's what you do. But these things that are holding you back is just not working. King of Coins into the Ten of Coins. A lot of sort of money potential starting up in May. I think sort of being there in July. The 1st of July is going to be sort of big. But that's sort of where you're at with that little bit of the career general in May. Sunshiny day. Why does my kitty run around in the apartment howling? Maybe it's a wolf and not a kitty. I mean, I'm just throwing down the suggestion. Sunshiny day, can I do that? Can I throw down the suggestion that you may have adopted a wolf? Is that okay? You may have adopted a wolf. Oh, where is Wolf Murray when you need Wolf Murray? I mean, we need him right now. We need him right now. We'll use the Grimalkin, by the way, Grimalkin Tarot, to try to figure out why they run around and howl. Maybe somebody stepped on their privates. I don't know. I don't know. Six of Wands says that the kitty is just doing well. Having some fun with it, running around, enjoying themselves, entertaining the other kitty cats. They just like to be the entertainer. They want to be the entertainer. They love that damn attention, that Knight of Cups, Mr. Romance or Ms. Romance, not sure what sex the kitty is. The Knight of Cups says that is about attention. It is about sort of getting comfortable, having fun, and sort of doing their own thing without any of the restraints that most kitties have. You got to just go out of the restrained area and be the hanged man. If they did the normal kitty thing, that would be boring. But you need to stretch out, do unusual, do fun things, have the crow grab your foot and take you into the air. You never know what's happening there. You just don't. Because the hanged man says they just need to be the different kitty in the neighborhood. And the King of Wands, right? It gives them a level of control. Everyone stops what they're doing and looks at them. They stop what they're doing and looks at them. That's going to be one of the big factors. It's just going to be there. The King of Wands, I have the control when I howl. When I howl, everybody looks. And you may want to take it to the vet and make sure it's not a wolf. I'm just saying. Boo Boo, thank you for your other donation. Love reading for May. Maddie wants to know. Maddie, we're going to use one of your favorites, I think, is the Modern Love Tarot. That's what we need there. Modern Love Tarot. Maddie is going to get it done with the Modern Love. Oh, man. It is a wild night. It is a wild night. I'm full of energy, as I always am. Somebody said they were jealous because I have too much energy. Somebody actually said I had too much energy. I don't think that there is too much energy. Unless you're a kitty and you howl like the wind. Love you, Sunshine. Well, I love you too, Sunshine.
I love you.
Well, thank you, love too, Sunshine. All right. Love reading for May. 2 of Pentacles, 2 of Wands, couple of twos. Maddie, May is going to be your choice month. It's going to be your choice month. You got the Emperor, you got the 8 of Swords. Looking pretty decent with this. Now, Maddie, you do have that other person that's coming in. I told you about it before. The other person is coming in. I think it's going to give you a bit of a choice. I think it's going to sort of knock you off guard. It's going to make you rethink some of your choices. It's going to make you rethink some of the people. I think that's what you need, Maddie. You need something that just gets Maddie, and Maddie's like doing this. You need something that just gets Maddie and just like turns you upside down. Just completely just disorients you as far as love goes, as far as relationship goes, as far as sort of passion goes. I think you need something that just turns you upside down and just changes how you're approaching things. Because I think you're just getting bored. I think that it's getting boring. It's like the same old pattern over and over and over. May is going to throw you off guard. You got the 2 of Wands. It is about choices. It is about the control. Next to the Emperor, we have 2 control cards next to each other. I think that you get on that verge, that precipice of losing control. And I think that makes you reevaluate just what you're doing and how to get that control back. Because the 8 of Swords says you don't want those restrictions. You want it sort of to go how it normally goes, but not as dull. And I think that is where you're going to be at. You don't want it to be dull. And it is about choices as well. It is about sort of dressing different, dressing a little bit different. It is about sort of dressing dynamically and doing things dynamically and winging it instead of doing things in a procedural way. That is what May is all about. There you go. There's your love reading for May. You still got that unusual person that's coming in. That unusual person that's coming in, I think, throws you off guard. Love forecast for the rest of the week. I mean, there's only a couple of days. I'm saying now, if we get something dramatic, I will be shocked. But there's only a couple of days for a good love reading. Everybody, speaking of love, everybody, every single person on earth loves the Little Prince Tarot, especially when it's upside down, because I pulled it So somebody told me to put the decks like this, to where you have the actual title there. But then when you pull it off, it's like that. That doesn't work. So that's why I have it like that. So in case you see, when I show my tarot tower, in case you see this, I know what it is by the color. But when I pull it off, now it works. See, now it works. So in case you're wondering, you look over here and you're like, what's going on over there? Now you know. Now you know. And knowing is half the battle. G.I. Joe. Maddie, indeed, indeed. Deborah, whoa, it's been a minute. How are you doing, Deborah? Good to see you. Good to see you. Deborah, is it time for a relationship? I hope so, Deborah. You need one. Deborah, you need the love of your life. I'm telling you now, it has been a hot minute since you have been here, and I have personally missed you. All right. Love forecast rest of the week. I don't know why we need so many cards. There's like one day in the week. Okay. 5 of Pentacles, not exactly the best love week for you. Queen of Pentacles. You need more stability. You need things. Okay, your life is like a bunch of Legos that need to be put together, but you just haven't had time to put it together. And that is sort of where the Magician comes in. I think that you're in that stage where you need to start putting the Legos together. You need to sort of figure out where I'm at. What are my plans? Where am I going? Because a lot of this is just loose, running around, and you don't want to step on a Lego in the middle of the night when you're barefoot. Bottom line. 10 of Cups. You're headed in the right direction, Starbright. You're headed that way. You are headed that way. Is it going to be a while? Absolutely. The 10 of Cups. The 10 of Cups is such a great card, too, because there's all sorts of room to navigate around. I talk about this in my new book. Room to navigate around. Room to be all over the place. That's what you want. You don't want that little restrictive 10 of Pentacles where everything is in that little building. Screw that. You need to breathe. You need that space, and I think that is where you are at. And you only got a couple of days for the rest of the week. I mean, I'm just saying. Samantha donated $2. And Samantha, I'm assuming, had a question down here somewhere. Will I end up teaching digital photography courses part-time in the fall? Ooh, that sounds fun. I was into photography. All right, it's time for my photography story. I got into wedding photography. I was highly interested in it. So I watched a video and they said to be an apprentice for a wedding photographer. So I emailed 100 wedding photographers in my area. And I basically said, I want to be an apprentice. I want to sort of learn the ropes, I'll go along with you and just sort of do that. Not one single one replied. Nobody replied at all, which is, I mean, if I'm offering you free labor, nobody replied at all. So that was the end of my digital photography fascination. So yeah, a bit disappointing. I got to say, a bit disappointing. But what's not disappointing is the Light Seers Tarot. We are going to see about digital photography courses. We are going to find out. We're going to find out indeed. So yeah, that was the end of my digital photography stage. That died mighty quick. All right, and now I just have a digital camera that's right here, that's right there, that is pointing down here, and that is my digital photography. Yeah, let's get rid of that and go. We're gonna teach this. Man, 5 of Cups. This is not what you really want to do. You don't really want to do 5 of Cups, Lord of Disappointment. Maybe this is not your ideal situation. Are you sure this is what you want to do? Is it really? Is it? Okay, I think that you're interested in digital photography. I think that's a thing. And I think that is a passion of yours. I think that is something that you can get into. You can have a lot of fun with. The star says that's going to be in your life somehow, right? You're going to be in your life somehow. But you need to, I don't think teaching it is really going to be the thing. I think that you have a lot more potential either teaching it online or maybe on YouTube or doing something like that and getting your expertise, sort of throwing it out there in the right space and then making some pretty decent money with that. The star says you're stuck with it, but approaching it differently seems to be the case, right? The moon, instead of being in this ecosystem, get on the land and be in that ecosystem. You have a little bit of a change, a little bit of an alteration. So I think it's there. I think it is there. But I don't know. Is it, I mean, teaching a digital photography course part-time in a school or something? I don't think that's you. I think it's more of a, I think that's more of a something that you can do with inserting your personality. Oh, let me rephrase it. Do you want to do it for somebody else? We have all these strict rules you have to follow, or do you want to do it your way? Your way, with your personality and your creativity jammed into it. I think that's what you want to do. I think that you want to show a little bit more Samantha, no pun intended. I think you want to show a little bit more Samantha in the course than you will be allowed to do once you do it for a company or something like that. So putting your own creative spin on it will really sort of attract more people, in my opinion. All right. Why did he watch me in dreams? We need a dream. We need a dream. The Dream Keeper. Where the hell is it? No, that's not. The Dream Keeper Tarot. The Dream Keeper Tarot. Why did he watch me in my dreams for years? It sounds like a voyeur. Sounds a little bit voyeur. I'm just saying, maybe he snuck a little hidden cam in your dreams and he's like watching. He's like, what's she doing now? What's going on over there? That's a weird dream. Why are you having this dream? All right. Why did he watch me in my dreams for years? Ooh, Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles? Okay. Hierophant and the Seven of Wands. I think that they weren't ready to approach you quite yet. Not ready to approach you quite yet. That Seven of Wands, that defensive nature. Maybe I'm not in a place where I want to approach you. I want to sort of get in with you. I want to sort of, do that communication. I want to do that communication. Hierophant, that's a little formal. It's a little too serious. If I need to communicate with you, I need to sort of see what you're thinking, understand where you're coming from. I'm going to get a lot better of that by sort of watching in the dream state, right? The Queen of Pentacles, because you have a lot going on. You have a lot of things happening. There's a lot of personality in your dreams. It's not like boring, right? Not like you're going from here to there in your dreams. You have a lot of things happening, a lot of action, a lot of activity. And the Queen of Pentacles says that is going to be something that's stable. It's fun to watch. It's going to be something that has a lot of information in it. And the Six of Pentacles, we just want to get information. We want to get the idea. We want to understand where you're coming from, understand your thoughts, understand sort of where you want to be, right? Because the Hierophant said we just communicate a little too formal. Now you have that whole structure of vocal things on it. You don't want that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Just watch the dreams, and that is going to solve all of those problems. And immediately let me know what is up, the Aries and I. Speaking of what is up, by the way, somebody said they like my shelving system. This is the Tarot Tower. The Tarot Tower. We have that one. We have another one, and we're going to build that one. We're going to build that one to be as big as this one. So we're going to have two big tarot towers, and I need time to develop the other tarot tower. But yeah, in case you're wondering what that is, I have a video that teaches you how to make a tarot tower. You should get that video immediately and watch it, because it only costs you $20. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's not sponsored because I don't make any money, because, I mean, you're buying this stuff out of like Walmart, so I don't care. But yeah, anyway, let's get out of the Tarot Tower. My favorite deck in the whole world, the Waterfall Tarot, that's stuck at the printers. It's stuck at the printers. Losp, what's going on? GD, and thank you for your donation. GD, what's going on? Nate's Tarot is here as well. Everybody's here. Everybody. Star Bright, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Tarot Towers. As far as I know, I think I'm the inventor of the Tarot Tower. I think I've never seen one before. I think I am the original creator of the Tarot Tower. What's going to happen between me and the Aries? Well, I don't think the Aries is ready for prime time. I don't think the Aries is ready for that prime time. Just right, Maddie. This is not a prime time candidate. This is not somebody who is quite prepared, quite ready. Yes, the Page of Swords, a little bit on the either overexcited or underexcited side. They just aren't there. They just aren't there with you. They just, you're like, are you here with me? They're like, huh? They just aren't there. It just doesn't feel like they're the Page of Swords, a little bit of a newbie, a little bit of a neophyte, a little bit of a starter thing going on there. They're just not really good with the communication. The Ace of Swords, they stumble around. You don't know what's happening. You don't really know where the hell they're going to be in the next day. I don't think that works for you. I don't think this is ready for prime time. It's like you put in the Thanksgiving turkey in the oven and you forget to turn it on. And then 4 hours later, you come back, you're like, oh my God, this is really cold. They're not ready. They're not ready for prime time. You can't take them out of the oven quite yet. The Queen of Cups, emotional instability, the emotion just is not there sometimes. I'm not saying it's there all the time. I am just saying it is so inconsistent. You maybe have to give him the boot. You may do. The Queen of Swords, Corella DeVille, you may have to transform into Corella. You may have to just do this transformation like on Tim Cook on the new Apple iPad commercial where he just rips off the mask, becomes Corella DeVille, and puts the M1 chip in the iPad. You may have to do that. You just may have to do that because I think the Aries may not be ready for prime time. And I mean, I'm just saying now. I hate to be that guy, but I gotta be that guy. Is T in the closet? Let's find out if T is in the closet. If T is in the closet, what's a good in the closet deck? I don't think we have a good in the closet deck. I don't know. Let's find out, Emma. It's a yes or no question. We'll do a triple shot over here and see. You already gave him the boot. Well, that's what you got to do. That's what you got to do. It's what you got to do. All right. Is T in that closet? 10 of Cups, 4 of Cups, and the 9 of Wands. They don't seem to know what they want. That one of the problems here, right? They don't seem to know what they want. That 4 of Cups, I'm being offered something, but I'm just not sure if it's something I want to deal with or not. It just isn't. You know what I mean? But yeah, let's see. 10 of Cups, though. I think they have good intentions. I think that they are pretty much on point with intentions. They're on point with where they need to be or what they want to be. They just don't know what the hell they want. Sometimes you get into the situation, you just don't know. You just don't know what you want. You don't know what you want. And the 9 of Wands, it's so pulling on their personality and sort of drawing on their personality to sort of be in that situation. But yeah, I mean, that's the way I think so. I mean, they seem to just not be ready for what they want. They seem to not know what they want. And, you know, sometimes everybody has that. How does my ex feel about me? Clara, that's good to see. Aries are the worst. I can't deal with them. They're way too unstable, at least for me. Well, Maddie, that's what happens sometimes. You know, some personalities you love and some not so much. Some of them not so much. Yeah. But I have Aries stories of my own. Yeah. Anyway, let's not share those. Ashley, what is going on? Good to see you. What is up? All right, it's a good kisser. Well, I mean, you know, there's that. There is that. As long as they can kiss good, that's some point. That's some positive point there. All right, let's go with this. How does the ex feel about me? Let's find out. Page of Pentacles, 6 of Cups, and the Page of Swords. Oh, Clara, maybe not yet. Soon, actually, soon. I mean, that's where you got to be, soon. Page of Pentacles says we're building upon something. We want to be back. A lot of that feeling. We want to be back where we were. And that's sort of where the ex is. They want to be back where they were. But the 6 of Cups knows instinctively that they can't just do it. They can't just do it. They can't just pull this up and drag it out and sort of pretend that everything's the way that it works. I don't think that really works for either one of you. 6 of Cups says you need a new approach, something fresh as far as that. They do have a lot of fond memories. This is the family card, right? It is the family card, but you have the Page of Swords. I just don't want to start any communication right now. The communication may have been a little bit on the breakdown side, but we do have fond memories of family. We do have fond memories of sort of where we were at, what we had, and all of this thing. So that's sort of where they're at. Clara, that's sort of where they're at in that in-between stage. Kayanat, thank you for your subscription. I appreciate that. You know, Kayanat brings in a good suggestion. Hit that like and sub button. I mean, we're on YouTube. If I didn't beg you for a like and sub, I wouldn't be a YouTuber. That's the way it goes, right? You know all the clicks and the clickety, you know all those things. Just do them. I mean, just do. If you like me, just do them. And I would greatly appreciate that. It lets YouTube know that I don't suck and I have a fancy, nice-ass tarot tower. And this tarot tower is built out of foam board. You can build one for 20 bucks. Video about how to do that is on my channel, and you need to watch that because it's like 5 minutes long. If you can't take 5 minutes long to watch a video, then you need to reevaluate your life. All right. I say, are things going to get better for me, Nikki? I certainly hope so. I certainly hope so. We need better things. Speaking of better things, Joe Mystics is back. Joe's Mystics, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Are things going to get better? Yeah, a little bit of a delay getting better. Okay, let's reevaluate things getting better. First off, you have a problem of having no control over when things get better. You have a lot of things happening, a lot of things sort of going, right? A lot of things sort of going at the same time. You just don't have control over a lot of them. I'm not saying that you're sort of being shoved back and forth with the wind. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying you need more command. You need more control, okay? Because you're sort of sitting there and watching a lot of these things happening, watching a lot of these things develop. And sometimes it's emotionally taxing on where you need to be, what you need to do. And you feel like that it is sort of this eternal cycle where you're just not able to get command over a lot of these things. Again, it's not all of them, it's just some of them. And the sum of them is really sucks, okay? Now, Hermit says it is a journey that you're going to have to walk predominantly by yourself to get that level of control back. Do you need to get that control back? Absolutely. I think once you get that in the driver's seat, you can steer the car into the direction that you want to go. That's going to have a lot of better potential as it goes. Will it happen anytime soon? I think you have two big things you need to happen. One is you need to let one particular situation completely develop and finish its course. Okay, finish its course. Jenny, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. You need it to finish its course. But until that does, again, you're not able to get in the driver's seat. The second thing you're going to need to do is try to affect the second thing. Try to affect that second one. If you can get that on your side, that is going to be a big help, especially the people involved. The people involved may be a big factor in it as well. Well, I continue to have problems at work. Everybody's having some problems. Everybody is having some problems. I mean, that's a good thing. No, that's not a good thing, literally. But I mean, it's a good thing that hopefully I can give you some encouragement. Hopefully I can give you some good news. I can give you some light at the end of the tunnel. And no, it's not a train. And this light right here is the light that I need tonight, because this is the beautiful, gorgeous, and fantastic Super Linares Tarot. You got to have it. You got to have it. You got to have it. A former crush openly told me she was scared of tarot. She's scared. What the hell is tarot going to do to her? Give her a paper cut? Like what could tarot possibly do to you? What's it going to do? I don't know. Maybe give you a paper cut. It's not giving me a paper cut. I think we're good. I think we're good. I think we're good. I'm not scared of tarot. Neither should your crush. And by the way, Andrew, you need to pick better crushes. Don't get anybody that's afraid of tarot. Hot tip, free life tip for all of you now. Don't date anybody that's scared of tarot, because that's silly. That's silly. You know what I'm scared of? I'm scared of a Rubik's Cube. I'm scared of a Rubik's Cube because it's got colors and I don't know what it's going to do. It could come and bite me in the middle of the night. It could come and try to choke me out while I'm in the shower. This Rubik's Cube is damn frightening. It is frightening. It doesn't make any sense. All right. Can we move on now? Okay. Maria's waiting. Problems at work, am I going to continue to have them? No. Death says we're in for a change, a better change. It's going to give you an opportunity for emotional stability, emotional satisfaction, that emotional ping that you need right now, because the problems at work appear to be going away. It's almost like somebody steps in. The Emperor could be a manager, Maria. It could be somebody in charge. It could be somebody that has a little bit of a little, what's it called? We have a little bit of an interest in the situation. What is it? A pony in the race or a dog in the race? I don't remember. The Emperor says somebody that has an investment in the situation actually steps in. It could be a manager, it could be a lot of different things. And this is sort of the condition that certain things are going, right? Okay, now, thank you for your donation. Let me know what your question is. Death says you are going to get a change for the better, the emotional satisfaction, the emotional pain, the emotional hit that you need is going to be there. Maria, it gets better. It gets better. Somebody needs to step in. They do. Death says you're in for software 2.0. You're in for a little bit of good stuff after it goes. So yes, it will stop. It will stop. The change that you need will come. That's what I'm saying. We got good news tonight. We didn't have just terrible cards in that. Did not have terrible cards in that. All right. Moving in September, work or what? Expand previous reading. Nakona, I have no idea what your previous reading was. I wish I could memorize everybody's reading, but I can't. Yeah. So Nakona, I need you to explain to me what you mean. Do you mean that you're moving in September, work, or? I need to understand what your question is. I don't understand what this is. Is your question, am I moving in September for work? Is that your question? Because the or, I don't understand. But yeah, sorry, I don't remember every reading. I get like 30 to 50 a night, and sorry. Anyway, yeah, I don't know. Can you sort of elucidate on your question, and I will come back to you. Once you elucidate, I will come back to you once we get a little sun card to light up the night. Sun card to light up the night. Let me understand what you need from me, and I will gladly give it to you. I am one that gives it to you. Hurt. This might hurt when I give it to you. I mean, I don't know. Does Chico like his new home? This might hurt indeed. You know, is Chico enjoying the new environment, that Ace of Wands, 5 of Cups and the 5 of Pentacles? I'm going to say no. Chico might not be in the best environment. Chico may need a little bit of a warm up. You know what I mean? You know how you meet somebody and they're kind of annoying, and then you warm up to them and they're kind of cool. I mean, it's one of those. Ace of Wands says that they are in a new environment. They are having a new thing, but they're disappointed and they feel like there's no stability. It may be because this is a completely unfamiliar thing. And Chico may be like, where did I end up and who are these people? Because I don't know any of them. And I need to understand what is happening over here, because this is going wild. It's going wild like a TO stream. I just don't know what to expect next. And that could be it. That could be it. So yeah, Chico needs a little warm up. Needs a little bit of maybe some extra hugs. Or some, a bone. Or feed Chico some more underwear. Feed Chico some more underwear. Boo-boo. Chico needs more underwear. That's what's happening. Nakona, will it be physically moving or leaving a job around September? Let's find out. By using the Anna K Tarot. Get Nakona in there. Nakona, where are you at? Nakona, will physically moving or leaving a job around September? Anna K Tarot will let you know. That is, you're going to have to keep his wild ass in the playpen. I mean, I'm just saying. When I get out of control, Christine, oh, never mind. All right, let's not do that. That was a joke that I thought was going to be funny, but she will murder me if I say it. All right, I think she's watching. Because she is driving. So may have the stream on voice. And let's not make jokes. Let's not make the funny jokes that may not be funny. Physically moving, leaving a job around September. Definitely doing that. We have the movement card, sneaking out, getting it done, moving into something, and moving something to ace, right? Moving something that feels a little better. Moving something that feels a little better. We have an exit strategy here. When leaving, we're moving around and we're trying to sort of sneak out. It could be a variety of things. Could be maybe we have a new job. Maybe we have a new opportunity. Maybe we have some things that are that are going on that we need a different environment, need a fresh start. And Ace of Cups is we have that fresh start. High Priestess as well. I think there's a lot of things going on once you start moving. So Nakona, here's how I'm going to lay it down for you. You start off slow. You start off in this environment where you're like, this is kind of fun. Let's sort of do this. And it becomes like a train. It just suddenly goes 100 miles an hour. And all of a sudden, everything is moving quickly. That's how it goes, Nakona. That's how it goes. You start off slow, and all of a sudden, it's just boom. It's like just rolling down a snowball down a hill, and it just gathers larger and larger, becomes an avalanche. I think everything sort of happens at the same time. So basically, yes. Basically, yes. That Seven of Swords is the key factor here, especially in this particular deck. The Seven of Swords is so dynamic. It is so sort of boisterous. It wants to sort of let you know what it's thinking and all of that. And that's why I love the Anna K Tarot. You can't go wrong with the Anna K Tarot, nor the Golden Art Nouveau. Or no, I'm sorry, the Art Tarot, the Revival Art Tarot, indeed. Will I receive Princess's Ashes this week or next? Actually, that's a throwdown. That's a throwdown. Let's do that. Let's do that. Do a little bit of throwdown action there.
Time for a tarot throwdown.
And see, the Revival Art Tarot, it wants to be back in frame. You see that? You see that Revival Art Tarot wants to be back in the frame. Man, I mean, you need to go away. You need to go away, Mr. Tarot. No, bad boy. All right, this is yes. And this is no. This is yes, you will receive the ashes, and this is no, you will not receive the ashes. Looking like no. Looking like no. I mean, sort of like we have this delivery of something. We have a movement of something from one world into the next. We have that dynamic going on. And it seems we have good news when it arrives because we want to sort of conclude everything and all of that stuff, right? Conclude everything and all of that. Samantha, no, I did not forget about your second question, Samantha. You're still in the queue, Samantha. I promise you, you are still in the queue. You are still in the queue. Yeah, I think I got, you're one off. You're one off, but you're next, Samantha. I got you covered. You know, I'll never forget you, Samantha. How many times have I forgotten you? 0? Anyway, I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no as far as this week. We're going to go next. Next week is going to be the key. Next week is going to be the key right here. This week doesn't look like it. Anyway, now back to Samantha's second question. Let's get that one knocked down. See, Samantha, I was one off. Okay. Throw that. Speaking of throwdowns.
Time for a tarot throwdown.
2 throwdowns in a row. How did the coworkers feel about me? Lisa, Bridget, and Lynn? Lisa, Bridget, and Lynn. We're going to go with Lisa up. Lisa is a corner office right there. Bridget, dead center. Lynn, down here. How did they feel about me? Lisa, what's Lisa doing right now? Lisa doesn't appear to like you at all. I'm going to say Lisa is not a band. Lisa's not a Sam fan. Not a Sam fan at all. I don't think Lisa is a Sam fan. Oh, okay. Bridget is mixed. Bridget has this dynamic to where Bridget is like this way one day and this other way the other day. And Bridget is kind of hard to narrow down what they're doing. So if you're looking for just this person that absolutely adores you, loves you, and whatnot, I don't think this is a particular person. We can look at Lynn. Oh, Lynn loved you. Lynn loved you. Lynn, look at that fire action right there. Look at that fire action. Lynn loved you. I think Lynn was your buddy. Lynn was somebody that really adored you. Okay. Bridget, off and on a little bit, kind of like that. Lisa is a bit of a backstabber, quite frankly. Lisa's a bit of a backstabber. Sometimes Lisa's going to say something. You'd be like, I'm not sure about that. I am not sure about that, Lisa. But you seem excited. But there is that. Troll is here indeed. What is up, Head Troll? Head Troll, it's been a long ass time since I've seen you. Head Troll, it's been like a year since I've seen you. Where have you been? You realize, Head Troll, you realize we've been waiting for you? We have been waiting for you literally this entire time. We've been waiting for you literally this entire time. I don't know. I know life's busy, but I'm just saying, we love you and we've been waiting for you. Anyway, Love You Sunshine General for the month of May. Let's get it done by reaching over here and grabbing the Gilded Tarot Royale. Lisa is evil. I mean, I'm just saying. I am just saying. I'm not saying Lisa is evil, but yeah, Lisa's evil. That's what happens sometimes. That is what happens sometimes. All right. Oh, let's see, a little Generala for Sunshine. All right, we'll go with that. Not a year. It hadn't been a year. It's been at least a month. I'm just saying, Head Troll. A Generala for the month of May. 6 of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, and the 8 of Swords. I would say around the end of May, Love You Sunshine, it feels like that a lot of things that you're trying to push, pull, move, navigate are just sort of laid down and they're not letting you do it. Have you ever had a dog where you're trying to get him in the kennel and the dog just lays down? The dog's like, I'm not going in that kennel. I'm just going to lay here. And there's nothing you're going to do about it. And you know, they're right. There's nothing you're going to do about it. That's what it feels like at the end of May. That's what it feels like at the end of May. I'm not saying May is challenging overall, far from it, right? King of Pentacles, May is actually very productive as far as it goes. But you need to sort of basically work smarter, not harder, right? Work smarter, not harder with this. The King of Pentacles says, hey, maybe get the dog treat and trick them near the kennel and then sort of scoot them in there, That King of Pentacles says that you need to work at that and find the development, find the sort of the factor that's going to get there. Because I think that you got a pretty good handout at the beginning of May. You have people that are on your side, people that are willing to help you, people that are willing to give you a little bit of handout and give you a little bit of advice or a little bit of a starter or something like that. Temperance says, as May progresses, though, it just gets sort of harder and harder. It's like people are just stacking things on you, stacking more things on you. And at the end, it feels like you can't get anything done. That's sort of where you're at. Love You Sunshine. That is where you are sort of at. I brought out the Art Tarot and I didn't even use it, but Deborah is here tonight. Deborah, it's a special night, Deborah. It is time for you and I to share the Revival Art Tarot, because I mean, this thing right here, it's just dead sexy. It is. They have a version 2 and I want to get it. And Christina's not excited for me to get version 2 because she thinks it's ugly, but it's not as pretty as this one. I tell you that. But it is artwork and therefore I must have it. And it is a tarot deck and therefore I must have it. Okay. We're clear on that, right? We're clear that if it is a tarot deck, I must have it. I mean, there should be no confusion by now. I mean, if you have a doubt, if you're like, yeah, I don't think he's serious about needing every tarot deck in existence. Can you look over here? Can you look over there for me? All right, that'd be great. Okay. Let's see. Ready for a relationship? Is it time? Is the clock ticking on the beautiful love that you need? Are we having hearts? Are we having it where we need to be? 8 of Coins, the Wheel, Ace of Swords, and the 8 of Swords. I think that you have more potential for relationships right now. Is it fully time? Are you fully ready? I think that you're sort of blossoming in that direction. I think so. Are you fully there? I don't really think so. I think that you need a little more blossom. You need a little more of a sort of a dynamic in your life that makes things fun, that makes things interesting. I think you need to meet the people. You need to sort of find that one person. I think that you're going to sort of get a better selection of people. You are going to have a better chance at relationships and quality relationships, not things that are a waste of time, not things that are so challenging. You're just like, why did I get myself into this? Not things to where you feel closed off. You have bad communication, you have bad potential and whatnot. Eight of coins says you have to sort of run the gamut in some point, right? Make a coin, make another coin, make another coin. Sometimes it feels that way. Sometimes it feels like you just need to keep moving forward. And you see that with a wheel, right? The wheel's a cycles card. What comes around goes around. In other words, you're sort of going to get the same things that you have been getting, but you're going to get more of them, and you're going to get more choice. You can be able to choose a little bit more dynamically and a little bit more fun as far as that goes. Ace of Swords says you have a lot of good stuff. You have a lot of good communication, quality communication, where you go home, you're like, that was great. That was great. Really have a lot of things happening with here, and it feels like, again, that you have more encouragement, you have more excitement, there's more of a buzz in the air coming up, especially around June. I think June is sort of where you're getting out more, you're seeing more people, you have a lot more dynamic going on. And that Eight of Swords says don't be restricted with it. Let yourself kind of roll with some of these feelings that you have, some of the people that you meet. I think there's a lot of potential going on here. Is it time though for like the 100% soulmate kind of thing? Not really, but it's time to get things more expanded, more dynamic. It's going to be awesome. Have I been hexed? Have you been hexed? I don't know. You know who knows though? The Poe knows. The Poe knows if you have been hexed. If someone has got a magic wand and cast a spell, and cast a bad spell right in your general direction, like a fart in the elevator where you just can't seem to shake it. You just can't seem to get it out. You just may have been hexed. I don't know. Let's find out with the good stuff here. We have the High Priestess. We have the Fool, and we have the Eight of Swords. I don't really think so. In this particular situation. I think that you have been guided to a specific area or to a specific thought process by somebody. I think that you do have people trying to influence you. Maybe not in a bad way, but you do have influencers that definitely sort of want something or want to do something or have that sort of influence over, right? High Priestess is a very spiritual, knowledgeable card. I think you have somebody that is knowledgeable about intimidation, maybe, or sort of knowledgeable about how to approach things, and they get that done. They do get that done. The High Priestess says, yeah, there is that feeling of, oh man, somebody is out there trying to influence me. And I think they are. They're trying to influence you in a particular direction, all right? But being hexed? No, I don't think they're being hexed, right? Eight of Swords with sort of the needles going in the voodoo doll or anything. I don't think that's really happening. It's upside down. I don't think that's really going on. That Eight of Swords, the restrictions that would be with a hex are just not there. The card is upside down. I think that you still have your freedom. You still have all the things that you need. It's just a matter of people trying to influence you in undue manner. But luckily, you can identify that, have a level of control with that, and things like that. Starlight, Star Bright. Will I have any problems with the neighbors? Will I have any problems with the neighbors? I assume that means you play drums. Is that what's going on? Do you play drums? I don't know. There are electronic drums you could use. I mean, we have electronic drums. You can get a drum machine, where you just go, Andrew, I don't know if you have one of those. You know, it has little squares, and that way you don't make the noise with the drums. But if you have a full drum set and you're like in an apartment, then yeah, that's going to be kind of a problem. Renee is back. Renee, what is going on? It is hopping. Renee, it's exciting tonight. Renee, give it up. I mean, come on, give it up. You got to agree. Tonight is exciting. We got a new energy in the air. Everything is fun. Everything is sort of just rocking tonight. Tonight, like everything fits. Everything fits. This is going to be the best live video that I've ever had. I'm telling you now, the best live video. Like if you're coming in raw and you're like never seen the show and you see this, you're going to be back every night. Let's face it. All right. I mean, by the way, if you like this show tonight, come on. If you like this show tonight, you know what to do. I'm not even going to tell you. I'm just going to let you watch the screen. All right. Star Bright. Will I have any problems with the neighbors? Apparently I'm beating some, yeah, you got electronic drums. Hopefully they don't hear it. You got headphones. It says that they do communicate with you. Okay, start. Let's look. You and me, let's look. they're looking down at you like, what is that noise? They are looking down. They're looking down. They're like, what is that noise? And they're looking at the floor. It's like they're above you, or like they're nearby you. They're nearby you. So yeah, they're looking down. They're like, what's that noise? And they're trying to drink. You're interrupting their drink. So I think that they hear you. It is a sword card. They do, no, sorry, not a sword card. It's a cup card, but they have a sword, whatever. They hear you, okay? The Lover says they understand, though. They understand that you're trying. You have the electronic drums. You have the headset. It's not going to be something that they hear too much. Not going to be overpowering. It's something they can just go on with life, you know? I think that they're that. I think that they're that. Their junk is covered. Everything is going to go well. You know what I mean? And the three, right? They're sort of looking, they're sort of interesting and interested in sort of what's happening and whatnot. And you may get something like, yeah, you may have an electronic drum kit that Andrew has where you just sort of like that, you know, as long as you're just not slamming. I think it's going to work out. I don't think they're having any problems at all. They do know that you have a drum set, but I don't think that they have any big problems with it. Joe's Mystics, though. The true intentions feelings, where things are headed, the Devante. Let's find out. Joe? Find out where Devante is headed by using this deck right here. Oh, man. The Wildwood Tarot. Wildwood Tarot. This is the deck to have. If you only have one deck, I wouldn't say this was to be the one to deck, but that is it. All right. Let's see how this is going to look tonight. What is Devante's true emotions and feelings? That's a lot of good stuff. That's a lot of good stuff, except that 8, but yeah. 3 of Vessels, a very sort of friendly, open, opportunity. This is not closed off. This is open. It feels like that there's a lot of flowing things that are going to happen. I think things are going to go quite well, right? Get the Page. Maybe we're not ready initially for where this is going, but it does sort of develop and blossom and whatnot. Got a couple of pages here. It's just basically we're not ready in the long run. So Joe, they have great intentions, have a lot of good stuff, a lot of good emotions with that 3 of Vessels, especially a couple of pages says maybe they're not quite prepared for where we're headed long term. Maybe we're not quite prepared for that. 8 of Vessels, we have a bit of a disappointing feel as we sort of realize that maybe the preparation isn't there. Maybe we're fully not prepared to be where we need to be and whatnot. But yeah, overall long term, it looks a little challenging. But yeah, short term, they really like you. They really like you. A lot of good positive energy, a lot of good sort of feelings in that realm. A lot of good feelings and positive energy in that realm. Jenny, is the Aquarius still attracted to me? Jenny, let's find out. Let's find out, Jenny, by using this one right here. In case you wonder what this is, I have no idea what it is. Oh, here it is. Spacious Tarot. Spacious Tarot is going to get it done. Is the Aquarius still attracted to me? I don't know. If you're attracted, we're going to be ending soon. And I'm sorry. I want to stay on here all night, but my voice will go out. You know, I guess I'm old. I'm old. My voice just can't handle this amount of excitement for 5 hours. It just can't happen. And if I'm like really slow talking and dull and boring, I'd rather be excited and having fun and be full of energy for an hour than be low key and low sort of energy for like 3 hours. That's just me though. That is just me. I mean, that's my channel in a nutshell, right? All right. Is the Aquarius still attracted to me? No. Jenny, this looks bad. It looks a little challenged. I'm going to say now. The Tower, Jenny, that thing fell down. It fell down. It feels like, Kayanat, you're next. It feels like, Kayanat doesn't have what I have, which is the Q. Look, Kayanat, you are here and we are here. We're here and you are there. All right. The Tower says things fell down. The Aquarius may not be still in that mood. The Aquarius may not be in that full steam ahead type feel. Guardian of Cups. It says that there's too much. It's like too much. It's a little too much. Maybe sort of backing off a little bit, sort of not being in there, not being in the situation. It just feels like they don't really have that attraction. Mainly we see that with the Nine of Swords. It's almost like bad memories or things just didn't work out. Things sort of pull into that. And, it just doesn't feel like that. So, G, I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no, unfortunately. I apologize. We can't give good news to everybody. We can't give good news to everybody, but I do try. Come on. I give it a shot where I can. I give it a shot. Kind of not. Does Chav have the same feelings for me? Let's figure out if that is a thing. If that is a thing with the Golden Tarot, do they still love? Do they still love? Is there some feelings? Is there some good emotions? Absolutely. Look at this. Look at this.
Hooray!
Looking great. The Two of Wands. The Two of Wands. There is that feeling that there's always going to be something. There's always going to be something. It'll vary in intensity, right? Maybe it's like this, or maybe it's like that, but it's never consistent. You don't want consistent. You want a little bit of a dynamic here, right? The sun shines over everything else. It says that there are still strong things. There are still good things. There are still the things that you can reach for and have and sort of do good with. And that says that absolutely that it's going to be a yes. GD, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. All right, let's see what we got. Sweet Patient, to buy a house in the woods. I saw it in the dreams. Well, if you buy a house in the woods, you know what I say? If you buy a house in the woods, you don't want it to contain a lot of chainsaws. I mean, if you go visit somebody in the woods and they have a lot of chainsaws, that's not the house that you want to be in, because that's probably not the house that you're going to end up coming out of. But yeah, there's that, right? You remember the old days where you got lost and you had to ask for directions, and there was always that house with like a really creepy house in the woods, and there was screams coming from within it and stuff, but you had to ask for directions, and you ended up like on a slab in the house. Maybe that's just me. Buying a house in the woods looks like a great idea. It looks like a fantastic idea. Not the creepy kind. You want the good kind. Why do we say this? The Four of Wands is a house. It is a house, and it is a comfortable place where we can be together. Not you and me, but we can be together, and we can have a nice house in the woods. Page of Cups. This is something that you're ready for, right? The mowing the lawn is pretty harsh. I'm going to have to say, mowing the lawn is kind of harsh, because it is in the woods. But he's in the woods, and he seems to be having a good time. The Wheel of Fortune says, sort of getting to the grocery store is kind of challenging because you do have to drive through the woods or skip through the woods like Little Red Riding Hood. I don't know what you're going to do. Sweet Pea, I don't know what your plan is, quite frankly. The wheel said you need a chainsaw for firewood. Yeah, you need one. You don't need 10. You need one. The wheel says that you're definitely going to need some good transportation, because getting in and out of the woods is going to be kind of tough sometimes. So you need something like the wheel, and that is going to be important for you. The Magician says that you're prepared for it. You can organize, right? You can make, if the house is a lean-to, you can do that. You can make a lean-to if you need to, or whatever. But yeah, there is a house in the woods, and the house in the Four of Wands is made of trees. Let me point. Sweet Pea, the house in the woods is made of trees. And you can see that the house here is made of trees too. So you're going to have a nice, beautiful house in the woods. Make sure, Don't, if anybody creepy comes around, especially in the woods, you don't want to deal with that. But other than that, you'll be all right. Dating a Libra or a Gemini? I guess, can we do another throwdown? Is it time for another throwdown? This is the last reading, by the way. Is it time for another throwdown? Could it be another throwdown? I don't really think so. I don't know. I'm not really sure. Last reading of the night, by the way. Last reading of the night. Then we're going to go take a shower and eat a banana. Not at the same time. We're going to go with the Gemini would be over here, I guess. And the Libra would be over here. Which one are you going to date? Not the Libra. No, not the Libra. Okay. Oh, here's GD. Here's the problem, my friend. Here is the problem. The Libra is going to bail on you. Okay. The Libra is going to bail. I don't think the Libra likes how it goes. I don't think the Libra likes the situation. The Libra is a bit uncomfortable. The Libra leaves. We got a motion card followed by another motion card of leaving and disappointment. GD, it's going to end in disappointment. You're going to be crying in your house in the woods next to Sweet Pea or something. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. By the way, entertainment purposes only, not going to work. It is not going to work. They're going to bail on you. They just don't like you. They just don't like the situation. They're going to get this and they're going to like that. That's what happens. Okay. The Gemini, on the other hand, has a lot of potential. Look at this fiery, beautiful action over here. Look, this is fire. I know you can't see it. Look at the fire coming off of this freaking horse right here. The fire says, GD, that you will have some hot loving. You will have some hot loving coming down here. And that's what you need, GD. You need the hot loving. You need to go on the adventure. You need to sort of figure out what this person is all about. And it's going to be hard because they're wild. Yeah. But overall, I think the Gemini is going to be a little bit better for you. The Gemini has the fiery action, got the hot loving. You know what I mean? You can have a relationship with a lot of problems, but if you have some hot loving in the meantime, that's 2 thumbs up, my friends. That's 2 thumbs up. I'm telling you, I could put up with literally everything else as long as you get the hot loving. I mean, that makes up for so many other factors in a relationship. I'm just saying now. But yeah, the Fool. You're ready to take this adventure. You're ready to get something new. And GD, that Gemini gets it done. The Gemini gets it done. Thank you for being here. We will see you tomorrow.
A minute until midnight. I'm just wondering where you at. Just thought I'd call and wish you good night. I left my key under the mat. I don't get anything done, you're stuck on my mind. I keep on missing your touch, missing your vibe. This feeling might go when I say what we had. Won't you come on over? Don't you miss me too? Give it all you got, babe. Give it all you got, baby. I'd rather try than lose you. Give it all you got, baby. Give me all you got. Keep dancing in